PDP strongmen set to move against Wike, Makinde, Ikpeazu, and Ortom. Welcome to the news. If this is your first time, kindly subscribe to my channel. And if you have been there supporting, thank you for your support. I really appreciate the news. Some strongmen in the People's Democratic Party, PDP, are reportedly considering fighting back viciously against Governor Wike of Rivers State and his allies over what they feel is an attempt to blackmail the opposition party by the governor. InfoPower NG reports that Atiku and Wike, alongside some governors, had been at loggerheads since May 2022 when Atiku emerged as the presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party. The crisis heightened after Delta State Governor Ifeanyi Okowa was picked as Atiku's running mate on June 16. Moves to reconcile all parties have failed. Atiku met with Wike in London alongside Okezi, Ikpeazu, Samuel Ortom, Ahmadu Filtri, and Seyi Makinde, the governors of Abia, Benue, Adamawa, and Oyo State respectively. There were other PDP stakeholders like Donald Duke in attendance. Sources revealed that these People's Democratic Party strongmen are considering persuading the party to move ahead in the presidency battle without Wike and his allies. The group, according to the report, is also considering the dissolution of ESCOs of the party in Wike's ally states and constituting caretaker committees outside their control of taking other extreme measures. These measures include engineering the withdrawal of support for Ikpeazu and Ortom in their senatorial quest, and Makinde, who is seeking re-election as governor. If the People's Democratic Party does not do well in the presidential election in Abia, Benue, and Oyo State. Sources revealed at the London meeting, the Wike group gave the removal of People's Democratic Party chairman Iyorchia Ayu and his replacement with somebody from the south as conditions for their cooperation. However, the Wike group has been told that it is impossible to organize a convention to produce a new chairman before the general election. According to the report, these hotheads have resolved not only to ignore the Rivers State governors and his allies, but also to put the heat on them in the coming months. Will this heat put on them solve the problem? Is it not better to begin to look for means to work together, especially on the 2023 presidential election? Wike has nothing to lose for now. He's not returning as governor. He's not seeking election at the state level. And so he has nothing to lose. He's not contesting for now, or maybe in the future. But for the others, the same with Ikpeazu, same with Ortom, the only person that has something to lose immediately is Seyi Makinde, who is seeking a second term as governor of Oyo State. Well, PDP has been in power before, and this issue between Atiku and Wike, I don't believe is not something that can be resolved. But the way people are talking left and right center as if it is beyond resolution, it is something that can be resolved. After all, what politicians do is to fight something and get something for themselves and not for the party or for the people in general. And so it's just for them to negotiate, and I will not be surprised before the election, all of them agrees to work together. This thing they are doing now is just really hard to get because they want to negotiate for better things. If not, what is presidential candidate losing out? And since May, you have been at loggerhead with your party as if you did not belong to the party. He's an insider. So why is he behaving as if he's God? Why is he behaving as if he holds the ace to make Atiku president of this country? After all, the election will not be held in only Rivers State. It will be held all over the country. It's an election that we hold in all the country for the presidential candidate. So how many states, how many governors, or how many governors even have the control of what the people or who the people in their state will vote for. And so this bragado that Wike is coming up with, and those threatening too, it needs to come together and judge instead of war. Well, somebody said you have spoken well. Who are the strong men without Wike? Governor Wike and his allies are the reputable strongmen of People's Democratic Party. Others are toothless political bulldogs. Follow zombies. Anywhere the wind blows, they follow, no question. That means they are no men of their own. That means they are bottle lickers. They are houseboys, like Wike called them. They cannot decide on their own. They only follow where they are sure of getting something. Well, the politicians we have in this country, maybe that's why we are where we are as a nation. The people that are supposed to take decision for us don't know even what type of decision to take. The same people in the time of affairs cannot think on their own. They are looking for people that will think for them. That is why the country is where we are. With all that they have been doing since 1999 till today, we are still battling and struggling to get it right. Even within the political party, internal wrangling, quarrels here and there, just because of position, and the country is suffering for it. Wike is a drowning man, pulling those other toads with him. Reanalyze this dream of yours. You are missing the track. Pride goes before the fall. People's Democratic Party is about to be buried alive. Wike try and finish People's Democratic Party so that obedient can have their way. Well, finishing the party may not solve the problem because the politicians that will rule this country and these political parties, it's better they get it right. Otherwise, if they get to power and this wrangling continues, the people will definitely suffer for it. We know that before 2023 election, definitely they will be able to resolve their differences. That is what we pray for. Otherwise, let those that want to take over the third force take over and let's see what they will be able to deliver. Well, what is your take on this? Kindly make your opinion known and subscribe to my channel. Thank you, good day, and be blessed.